if you look at the other, I know a little about the European system, a little about the American system. There is so much contact between the two that it is not such a big change when a child goes from school to college. Right? And I think within just 4 months which I've been over here, I see this connect coming over here. How then do we look at the other aspects over here? So, my last slide. Because I was told that we should need to have a very clear blueprint. What is it that we want to do? Can we have some action points? So first, you have to embed whatever you want to do in what we have called the curriculum or the syllabus and the pedagogy. Without this, I find no fault if we say that the curriculum is so and so. But as I think in the morning Christopher mentioned over here, Rajat also said, the point is, how do we use this curriculum? With what attitude do we take it? How do we teach it? Many of us are teachers over here. So, for example, and on the red side, I'm putting what we are trying to do at Bennett University over here. So, why Bennett? Bennett is it's just 4 months old university. Why I've joined over here, I'm on 2 years sabbatical over here, is that we want to try out certain new things. Part of it is the curriculum. So, we're going to give some credits. Credits are, for example, 2 credit means 2 hours of lectures spent by a student every week, and then he has to study for at least 2 more. Embed it in the curriculum. So if you want to talk about innovation and entrepreneurship, the first batch is going to study this. Study could be in part of lectures, tutorials, practicals, projects, whatever you want to call it, that's a separate matter. But give functional time, focused time, formal time that the student needs to do this. The pedagogy part is, how do you look at the actual, the actual way we do it. Pedagogy is, all of us know that online courses are coming. So MOOCs is there. So we are partnering with edX, which is one of the largest MIT Harvard companies spawned over here. That how do we change the teaching itself? Please remember, I'm trying to do this at a university level. So there's a whole set of things which we can do at the school level also. Then this embedding has to be firmly put in the structure, the institutional structure over here. So before the university formally opens or the institution formally opens, there has to be a kind of a department or a center which looks at innovation and entrepreneurship. So for example, at Bennett, there is a Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship already formed. In fact, 8 months before I joined, they were already there. There's a person there who's looking at innovation and entrepreneurship. The courses he's going to try and teach over there. How is he going to make the connects? And he's a person who would perhaps be more appropriate to come and talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. But that's it. You need to formally put it in the structure. There's a hatchery, a kind where a place where students, which you talked about in the morning, he can go there. Already we have, a 16-year-old boy who's written a book on finance, and he's trying to make a project over here. So the point is, this support system for any youngster who is willing to come and come forward needs to be there right in the beginning. That's the kind of mindset we talked about. Linkages with the outside world. We talked about collaborations, institutions, industry. It's a given. If you just produce something in vacuum, how do you think when they go out in space, they're actually going to find some meaning? So these things again have to be built in. So for example, for the entrepreneurship part, Babson is there. For engineering, Georgia Tech. Now, many times we have found these kind of collaborations over there, but it's always one side. You try and get the big name of a college or a Babson or an IIT or a Georgia Tech, but what is it that you get out of this collaboration? Collaboration really has to be meaningful. Very interestingly, just one aside over here. With Georgia Tech, when we try and put the courses, we refuse to put all the 4-year courses together. It makes no sense in today's world for me to list out what courses I'm going to do in the 4th year when it's most likely going to be changed over here. So we said, no, we will not. We'll go semester by semester. We'll go course by course. Even when we design a course, there was a lot of talk about the curriculum. UGC does not tell you that you cannot make your own curriculum. They simply say, okay, it's so much part of, it has to be from sciences, so much from skills, so much from engineering. humanities, and so on. It's a percentage they give you. They do not stop you from innovating and actually making your curriculum anew. No one stops you to do that. At least I've not found in my 4 months over here. So go and change the course. Perhaps the most difficult thing for a teacher today is to make his course curriculum. There are so many things to be taught. How do you choose it? What is to be cut out? What should not be duplicated in another course? So I think all the courses have to be sort of redone, and that's where there's a lot of innovation for the teachers over here. Lastly is, of course, the interaction, and I come back to that, with schools and societies. Last time I was with the Career Launchers, again, which I've enjoyed, my second meeting, we had, what was it, the Worldwide Academia Industry Network. Yeah, Van was there, right? Great, this is the way you need to connect. Industry academia interaction is a topic which I've done for 34 years in this country. Every time we come out, something new over here. But where do we start? And open house, all schools should be part, all the universities should be doing open houses. Be transparent, tell how you are making your things, what projects are being done. And it's really meant not only for the school children and society over here. Once we open up and be transparent with each other, I think this whole dilemma of partnerships or collaborations will end. So my last slide is to say thank you, and I'll really welcome. Personally, I'm on a journey to try and see how education really should come in the 21st century. Schools, colleges, it doesn't matter. It has to be seamless, as I said, and also going back to industry. I really thank Career Launcher. It's a pleasure to meet and listen to so many people over here with their ideas and the youngsters. Thank you very much. Thank you.